DMV first warm day. Some of you may not have wanted to leave the bed today because it's been raining a lot, but it sounds so soothing. It's great.
If you don't have to be out in it, it definitely is not that bad for sure. But no, I can understand why a lot of people wouldn't want to step out there.
It's nasty.
It's not very fun. It's yucky, I'd even say. But let's check it out. Yeah, this rainfall is going to be part of the equation. But folks, there is more to come, and we have a couple of alerts to let you know about. Now, thankfully, we're not seeing widespread advisories across the entire DMV. Most of these are confined to the higher terrain, including this wind advisory that takes effect at 2 o'clock, goes through 9 o'clock tonight out across western Maryland, parts of West Virginia, and the spine of the Blue Ridge Mountains in Virginia. The rest of us aren't under this wind advisory, but don't get me wrong, it is still going to get a little bit blustery toward the end of the day. You're going to notice and you're going to hear that wind howling at times. Then across the same areas out west, we have a winter weather advisory that is in effect until tomorrow morning, as rainfall is going to switch to snow and make things a little bit slick out in the higher terrain. Now, I can say with certainty, the rest of us, including over toward the DC Metro, there is no concern of wintry weather this go around, but this rainfall, the wind, and falling temperatures will all be on the table. Our live look at the Kennedy Center, again, it's actually quiet at the moment. We just dealt with a burst of very heavy rainfall. There is more to come, but we are starting to get toward the back end of this storm system. Here's the cold front that has brought a lot of this activity. There is still a good chunk of rain just west of us. Now, notice the snowfall where it is colder in West Virginia, Ohio, western Pennsylvania. We'll be keeping an eye on that wave of snow. But yes, there is more rain to come as we go over the next 4, 5, 6 hours. We just dealt with a wave of heavier rain here in the red that just crossed through DC and I-95. But looking back toward the Shenandoah Valley, there's still some darker greens. There's still some yellows here on the radar building in, and that will be additional steady, potentially heavy rain that we could deal with as the afternoon wears on. Now, here's another sign, though, that that cold front is crossing through. It's warm, 63 in the district, but if you go just west, it's down to 52 in Leesburg, 48 in Winchester, and this dark blue here, that's some 30s that are popping up out into Garrett County. So it's starting to get colder, and we will notice it gets significantly colder as we head toward the night tonight. Now let's talk rainfall as we go over the next 2 hours or so. There's that next wave of steady to heavy rainfall. The yellow and the red really highlights it here. It will be moving into the DC Metro, the I-95 corridor, 2, 3, 4 o'clock. It's going to be nasty out there again with that rain coming down at a fairly good clip. Now, as that happens, any precip that's left out to the west, this is when the snow will begin out across western Maryland, parts of West Virginia, 2, 3, 4 o'clock. That's when things will start to get slick out in the mountains with that snow falling and accumulating just a little bit. Now, here we are at 4 o'clock. The evening commute's not going to be easy, folks. We'll still be dealing with some of this steadier rainfall, but it moves out quickly after that. By 6, 7 o'clock this evening, there goes the rainfall and any leftover precip, and just like that, it is going to clear out fast as we head into the overnight hours. But if this snowfall still lingering over the mountains is any indication, we're about to feel the cold air moving in. Now check it out, folks. As that colder air arrives, the wind picks up. We'll be talking about steady wind speeds across the board, 20 to 30 miles an hour. We could see some gusts as high as 40 miles per hour. That's what this yellow and orange indicates here. That could roll across parts of the DMV, and as it gets blustery, that's when the temperatures will be falling quickly. We're going to make it down into the 20s and 30s tonight with the wind howling. Wind chills will be in the teens and 20s, and it's going to be colder but much calmer as we go toward the end of the week. Plenty of sunshine on tap once we get to Friday.